Yo guys, it's your boy FM Plays here, and today we're starting the Zoca Bastion save. Man, I'm so excited to begin this. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally beginning today. As you can see, and you probably do know, we're doing a Zoca Bastion career mode of Football Manager. You may or may not know, if you don't, check out my preview, Zoca Bastion are a futsal based club. And in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the squad. Not in much detail, but if you want to take a look at each and every one individual stats, just pause. As you can see, Zoca have a reserve squad which is empty, which I find great because it allows me an opportunity to just improve the junior system at the club, because there aren't many youth players, well, at least not as much as I would want. But yeah, this is the squad in case you want to pause and take a look at it, because we're going to go through each and every one of them. First one is Andrew Yates, who seems like a great keeper. I think he will be the starting keeper for the entirety of the save, just because he seems great. Maybe the other keepers are good as well, but I think no one will match Andrew's level because he looks very good. Next up on the list we have Stuart Velize. Again, another great keeper from the looks of it. Maybe not to the level of Andrew Yates, but still seems very good and very capable in case I ever need to put him in. Is very one-footed. Maybe not good enough if you want to play as a sweeper, but it's fine. Those are the keepers. I think we're very capable in that department. Let's start with the outfield players. Carl Santos is the first one we're going to look at. Maybe not for a starting role, but he does seem like a very good player. With a 1-star capability, maybe won't be starting for the club, as I am looking to sign some players in most departments. But again, seems a very good player in case I want to bring him on or start him for a few games. So I think we have a very good squad from the looks of it so far. Next up on the list we have Liam Bias, a right back and centre back. But I think for this club he can be playing as a right back, at least under me. He seems very good, and the fact that he has 11 pace opens up possibilities for him to play right back or centre back. I prefer him right back as he can go up and down that flank like it's nothing. With a 1-star capability and 1-star potential, maybe I'll bring in, but maybe I won't. But I'm happy with Liam so far. Next up on the list we have Junior Valverde, one of the better but older players in the squad. As much as I like him and want to play him, I can't deny or forget the 37-year-old. Because he may be amazing, but how much can he play? Because his fitness may be a bit wayward, like his passing. I'm not too sure with him. He seems a great player, don't get me wrong, and I'm certain he'll probably start for at least to begin with. But whether he'll continue that throughout the whole season, I'm not sure. Next up is Jadon de Soisa. Again, another good player. Whether he'll start or not, I'm a bit unsure of. I think I'll be starting with Valverde and someone else, a new signing, because as happy as I am with the other players, maybe they're not to the level I want. Doesn't mean they're not good, it just means I want different. But for now, I think they're going to be alright to start. Next up on the list, we have, forgive my pronunciation, Abdelhadem Ramoni. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. 24-year-old player. Doesn't seem bad. Obviously, he has 4-star potential, which is great. The fact that I could play him now, and maybe in 2 seasons' time he'll be even better, is great. Maybe he can be the one with Junior, but I still have my heart set on signing someone to play in that role. But he's, again, another great option alongside Jalen and Carl. Next up we have Ayub Ovarbia. Sorry for that pronunciation again. At 20 years old, I think he's the most promising player we have in the squad so far. He looks like a player who's good now, but will be a lot better when he's older. Maybe he won't be starting for me yet, just because of the way he is, but I think in 2 seasons' time he can be one of my most important players. He has the potential to be it. Whether or not he lives up to his potential, we'll have to wait and see how he does during the season. Up next on the list, we have Mark Valverde. If I'm not wrong, the oldest player in the squad. Doesn't mean he's not good, because I think he's still a very good player. His technical abilities are great, and I do think he will be playing for the club. Just the same with Junior. I don't think I can play him constantly just because of the age and the fitness, and I don't want to risk injury with any of these players, because whether or not they'll be playing for the club next season or whether they retire, I'm not sure, but I want to make the most out of them for now this season. So I don't want to use them every single game and then they won't be able to play anymore due to injury. So yeah, I'm happy with the squad so far though. Next up on the list, we have, another one with the pronunciation, sorry lads, Mohamed Botalwa, or Botawala. Again, another good player. Maybe not to the level I want him to be to start, but I think he'll be a great backup player, and whenever I need to bring him on, I think he'll do the job done. Again, starting, maybe not. I think I'll need to bring in 1 or 2 centre mids just to make up the midfield. Next up, we have Julian Valverde, another elder player in the squad. Again, still very good, but the same as the other ones, I don't think I can play this guy constantly through the season just because I don't want to risk injury. He seems a great player, but don't get me wrong, I don't think I can play him for the season. Now, Sean Gilbert, I do think he'll be my most valuable player this year. He seems great. The fact that he has experience playing for Europa and Gibraltar just shows how important he'll be for us. The fact that he's already a 5-star for us shows how good he'll be. I can imagine this guy being at the top in the top scorers and assists. And I think if we do win promotion, I think he'll play a big part of it. As you can see, he's a leading player for most second division sides, which just shows how good he can be. And the fact that he can be a decent first division winger in the future shows how lucky we are to have a player of his calibre at the club. Now we go on to the strikers, sorry. We have Damien Rock as the first one, another elder player in the squad, who I do see actually as quite a good player. Again, will he start constantly? No. I don't think I can afford to start these players constantly, just because I don't want to risk an injury. They seem very good players, but I don't want to risk an injury by playing them too much. Will they play? Yes, definitely. Every week? No, not at all. But I don't see that for any player. I see constant rotation in my squad. That's how I like to play. But apart from that, he seems a very good player, even for his age. Up next on the list, we have Carl Alja. I think we need to play him because he's the chairman and he's the one who will sack me. I'm doing badly. But all jokes aside, he seems a good player also. I think he may be the starting striker, but again, I'm not too sure. With a finishing of 12, I think he will score goals. The fact that he's half a star rating is a bit worrying, but right now I'm not thinking about that. I think Carl will start for now. Whether or not a new striker will come in later on in the season and replace him, I'm not too sure. But for now, I think Carl will be the starting striker. And you'll see why now in a minute. No, in a second. Sean Ballister. Now, for me, out of the 3 strikers we've seen, ability-wise, he is the best. But I don't think I want to play Sean in a striker position. The fact that he has 12 pace and 13 acceleration, it just makes me think, wouldn't he be better as a winger? And it tells me here, could be retrained as a left winger. So I think I'm going to be playing with Gilbert and Ballister on the wings, with Alja up front. I think it's a deadly combination, a deadly trio who will do very well. On to the coaching staff. As you can see, we have basically the best coaching staff in the league. So I think we're going to do well. But let's take a look at them individually. I could imagine it's just Carl Alja and someone else. Yeah, it is. Obviously, we have myself, Carl Alja and Jason Victory. Carl Alja is the chairman and Jason Victory is the assistant. And obviously Mr. Jibefin plays myself as manager. Here are my stats if you want to take a look at them. I'm not going to go too in depth, so you want to just see them, pause and take a look. But as you can see, I have past playing experiences as a Sunday League footballer. I have put all my things to the bottom and I have a National A license because I want to build up and I want to get coaching courses. I don't want to start out as a Continental Pro and just be the best manager in the world. I want to develop with the club. As you can see, I can start a coaching course right now. I'm not going to do that because I know I'll get rejected. But as we do well, I hope we can do. That's something we can do. Now, let's take a look at our chairman, Mr. Carl Alja. Now, we're not going to take too much of an in-depth look as he is already a player and we've seen him. So let's take a look at Jason Victory. Again, as most of the players, he seems very good. Obviously, he's different to a player as he's a staff member. But I think he'll be very useful to us this season. I think he'll be doing a bit of work for us, as there are some things which I don't do in the game. But he seems very good and he has potential to be great for us. So yeah, that's been the squad and staff. I hope you think we have a great squad. If you see any need for improvement, please let me know. As you can see, I've mentioned before, the reserves is empty, which opens up possibility to sign young players, which I'm buzzing about. But yeah, this is the final squad for now. If you want to pause and take a look at any of them, just go back in the video and take a look at them. We haven't gone too in depth as it's the first episode. As you can see, we're going to look at the dynamics now. The match cohesion seems terrible, but I can imagine the match cohesion is terrible because we haven't had any matches yet. Because the dressing room atmosphere and the managerial support is great for me. Well, alright. As you can see, the dressing room atmosphere is average, which is an improvement from abysmal, but the managerial support is very good, which is a good sign for me as a manager, knowing that they all have my back. I am very happy right now with the squad. Obviously, there is room for improvement, but for now, I'm happy with it. As you can see, this is the dynamics. We have no influential players or no team leaders, but we have a few players in the highly influential category, which is good to see. Ideally, I would like to see someone in the team leaders, but I assume towards the end of the season we'll have players in all categories, as that will change. I'm expecting to have at least 2 of the highly influential players as team leaders towards the end of the season. As for social groups, I'm very happy with this. The fact that every single one of the players are in a group just makes me reassured to know that no one's going to feel left out, no one's going to want to leave, as we're all happy in the team. That is great for me in game, as I know everyone's going to get along, and that will have an effect on the team on the pitch. The fact that everyone's friends and everyone gets along, it'll have an effect on the pitch. So this is very, very positive and a great thing for me to see as manager. And I'm very, very happy to see that. And I do think this will have a positive effect on the team in the game. As a team that's happy together, plays well together. But yeah, I'm very happy with what I've seen so far on the dynamics page also. The fact that everyone's happy, then obviously, ideally, as I mentioned, I want a team leader, but I don't have one now, not worry. But this is what I'm happy about. Everyone is at least slightly happy. There are some players who are happy, but the majority are slightly happy. Am I worried about that? Not at all, because I know my boys aren't going to leave yet. Things are going to change now that I'm here. Maybe some will be unhappy, but I'm certain I have some that are very happy. Obviously, the playtime will change because we haven't had any games. But I'm very happy so far. As you can see, this is the schedule for the league so far. It's going to be hard. We're going to go for promotion because you aim high. If you miss, you miss. But we are going to go for it. Rock Solid is the first game of the season, so we're just going to go and have a crack at it. If we win the league, we win the league. If we get promotion, we get promotion. If we don't, we'll have a crack at it next year. I think in this season, we're just going to... This season is just going to be about trialing the club, seeing how well we can do, where I can sign, etc, etc. So yeah, guys, this has been your boy FM Plays. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Zoca Bastion save. If you have, please drop a like down below and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.